Dressing rooms, okay? Make sure you obey my commands at all times, okay? Protect yourselves at all times. Touch them up, come out on the ring.
What a stare down between these two big fellas. Louis Marsters and Kitty Niko both wearing our gloves sponsor tonight, Game Bread, the official WBC fight glove for tonight's main event, and all our fighters tonight, Game Bread. Check them out on their website.
Round one.
Comes out heavy. Does Louis Marsters straight into the action. No filling up process whatsoever. Marsters going for a quick finish. And Niko ties him up. Trying to close down that right arm of Louis Marsters.
That's one thing with Louis Marsters, just loves to be on the front foot, unload those bombs. We haven't seen him since November, where he lost to Liam Taliva by decision.
There's a big size differential going the way of Niko. Eats an uppercut there. Wild right hand from Marsters. Wasting no time. Digs into the liver off the left as Marsters. Buries the head in the chest of Niko. Flurries with the hook. Short uppercut. Body shot again. Trying to fold him in half. Niko stays on the inside. Turns him. What an aggressive start here from Louis Marsters. Eats the right hand from Niko. Niko in southpaw stance. Good left hook. Body shot from Niko. Marsters head to head, staying on the inside in the phone booth.
Niko's worn that early onslaught very well, actually.
Marsters staying right on in there. Goes the body of the big fella. Short uppercut from Niko. Ties him up again, and referee breaks them.
Listening when I say step back, step back. Box.
Yeah, he's really digging those body shots early, Louis Marsters. Fights the best in the country, and he wants to get a W to start 2023.
Big right hook and a body shot uppercut from Marsters. Uppercut again from Marsters. Landing the leather on Niko on the inside. Marsters comes forward, trying to back up the big man. Thunderous body rip into the left side of the carcass from Marsters. Takes an uppercut. Uppercut of his own.
Both fighters fighting in the phone booth. Beautiful left hand moments ago there from Marsters, but Niko comes back with a few punches, but Louis Marsters, he's come strong here tonight. He's taken it on short notice, and that's all he does. He loves to fight the best in the country on short notice.
Goes for the big haymaker off the right-handers, Marsters. He will not relent. Trying to back up Niko against the ropes now. Niko looked to circle off counterclockwise. Now goes to his left. Marsters staying on him.
Marsters does not shy away from anyone in the country, but the last time we saw Kenny Niko was in Toowoomba, and that was last month, so he's been quite active.
Niko, short left hand, goes to the body, ties up the arm, the right arm, that's been doing the damage so far from Marsters. And referee breaks it. What a busy round. There is no breathing space between these two monsters. Left hook there, eats a left uppercut, does Marsters. Niko connects with the left hand. Marsters lines up the right. Buries his head into the chest of Niko. Time and time again does Marsters. And what a round! Scotty Brower from the opening bell. That was 3 minutes of non-stop action.
That was a terrific round for both big boys. Hard to pick a winner in that round because they both had their moments. And, you know, I think Marsters landed the bigger shots, but Niko did land plenty of punches throughout the round.
Yeah, there was some real thundering shots, as we can see here in the opening round highlights from Marsters out of SUF Boxing. Nice right uppercut on the inside, but there was a few rounded shots from the left and right wing.
Marsters certainly has the aggression. You do wonder, though, Scotty, if he needs to be a little more picky with his shots in the second round, needs to line them up a little better, sit down on some of these punches.
Yeah, he does. He's a little bit wild, and you saw that when he came out with that first punch, really big overhand right. Didn't set it up off anything. And he's not, you know, big boys tend to get more tired as the fight goes on, so he's going to want to conserve some energy.
Sold out inside the St Kilda Town Hall. It's Kings of Combat 30. We thank Sean Buckley and the crew from Ultratune as always for their major sponsorship. Go to Ultratune for all your car servicing needs. Niko, the southpaw, the taller, the bigger of the two. Can he keep Marsters on the outside? Marsters trying to get on the inside of that jab. Goes in hard with the right hand, short left hook, weaves underneath the right hook of Niko.
Yeah, Marsters had no problem getting on the inside, but that's what Niko needs to do. Keep his man at a distance away, at that range. Not get his man on the inside.
Niko's got to use the jab. Good evasion to get out of the way. The overhand right. Short uppercut off the left from Niko. Another one from Niko. There's a right uppercut from Marsters.
This is a real intense second round. Both fighters are exchanging leather.
Marsters wants to close down that reach differential. Wades in with that right hand to the body. Left hand to the head from Louis Marsters.
He's been digging some real body shots throughout the contest so far, Louis Marsters. He does not sort of shy away from anything, Louis.
Launched into that uppercut off the left hand. Lots of movement from the waist from Louis Marsters so far. Good uppercut. Trying to rock the chin back. Connects cleanly to the bridge of the nose of Niko. Niko's got to get off the ropes here. Marsters tags him again with the right hand. Wild right there. Short left from Marsters. Misses with the uppercut, does Niko. Again, that movement from the waist. Good evasion from Louis Marsters.
Yeah, Louis Marsters got his sort of head on his opponent's chest, Kenny Niko, and really sort of firing away at the body of Kenny Niko. That's what he needs to do throughout the 4 rounds, because there's no time to sort of not let your hands go, and that's what Louis Marsters is doing well, and I think the 3-minute ringside will see that so far.
Niko missing with the left hooks. Not so Marsters. Clubbed him, and again on the front foot, continuing Louis Marsters. Niko trying to back him off, but Marsters just staying glued to him like he's almost surgically attached to Niko. Eats an uppercut from Niko, but he needs a little more pepper behind it. Does Niko? There's another uppercut off the left.
Some real eye-catching work here from Louis Marsters. He's had those 6 professional fights. This is his 7th fight. He's unloading right uppercut. Niko, beautiful left hand on the inside. He's having some moments, but all the eye-catching work is coming.
Huge left hook from Louis Marsters. Niko could be in trouble. Marsters goes the body. Niko glanced somewhere into the audience, and he eats another left hook and another one. Louis Marsters, more hooks than a tackle box in this round. Here he comes again. Loads up the right hand. Niko breathing heavy. His nose, the bridge of the nose has been splattered here on Niko. Marsters bobbing and weaving, moving from the waist. What a round for Louis Marsters. Niko wades in with the left. Good right hand from Niko, and Marsters tags him again. Big right hand staggers Niko right before the bell. Scotty Brower, what work from Louis Marsters.
Big round for Marsters there, landing some big bombs. Niko, though, to his credit, did keep his feet. He did keep landing punches, but just I think that round definitely to Marsters.
He showed his durability in that second round there, Kenny Niko, but all the eye-catching stuff came from Louis Marsters. The left hand, a real barrage there, firing shots from both wings on the inside and on the outside.
Scotty, how does Kenny Niko respond in the 3rd round to the sheer output, the aggression, the walk-forward style of Louis Marsters?
He's got to try and catch Louis on the way in, and it was just hard to do because Louis does bob and weave. But and the other thing is, when it gets inside, he can tie him up. He did it in the 1st round, but he didn't do it that round.
Those game-bred gloves around the massive fists of Louis Marsters are certainly doing some heavy lifting tonight. 3rd round set for 4. 2-0 unofficially in favour of Marsters, who has been relentless. A human battering ram. Southpaw stance on Niko. Got to find a way to keep Louis at bay. Again, Louis, head to chest. Goes the body of Niko. Niko needs some more mustard in these punches. Tries to punch downwards. Tries for the left hook, the left uppercut. But you see the head movement, sliding the forehead around the sweaty chest of Niko when he's on the inside, Marsters.
Yeah, nice head movement there from Louis Marsters. He's always throwing. There's no point in time where he's not throwing, and he's showing it here. Vaporizing shots from the gloves of Louis Marsters. Slightly caught the face region of Kenny Niko.
So Niko's about 16 kilos heavier than Marsters, and that's probably what's keeping him in this fight at the moment, because if they were the same weight, I think that Marsters' power would just overpower him.
You just wonder if Kenny Niko's got within him an uppercut off the left hand, given that Marsters' head is so low when he's on the inside. Big overhand right there from Louis Marsters. Is he going to look for the ribs now? Goes upstairs with a hook, eats a left hand, 2 lefts there from Niko. Again, though, just not enough power behind the salvos of Niko to phase Louis Marsters.
Kenny Niko is a natural heavyweight. We know that Louis Marsters has had a few fights at cruiserweight, and in his last couple of fights has jumped up to heavyweight.
Masters trying to load up with that left hook again. Goes to the liver section. Niko ties him up. Little headlock. Masters dukes his way out.
Listen to me what I say. I said call break. You listen.
Anthony Hibbs setting down the rules there, making sure that the fighters pay attention to his instructions.
Jabs from Niko. Got to keep them going, though. Masters easily gets on the inside again.
One of the big differences between these two is just the fact that Masters puts his whole body behind his punches. Niko's punches are really just arm punches at the moment.
Good call there, Scotty. Good observation. Masters again right in front of our commentary position. Niko ties him up to close him down. Not scoring, though, for Niko, and it's still mostly one-way traffic for Louis Marsters. Again, he plows forward, Masters. Head low, springs into the left hand. Overhand right to body shot, changing levels, Masters. He's not predictable, that's for sure. And Niko needs to find more power. He's landing some shots here, Jordan, but they're not phasing Louis at all.
No, they're not phasing at all. He's just walking in like an absolute freight train, and Steve Hancock and Darren Hancock are willing their man on, trying to make it 2 wins for SUF Boxing here tonight.
Final 10 seconds of what will be another round in the books for Louis Marsters. There it is. With one more round to go, you've got to figure it's Louis Marsters leading by 3 rounds to 0 in a gripping heavyweight contest, but all the traffic being driven by Louis. You're watching Kings of Combat 30 from inside the St Kilda Town Hall, sold out here in Melbourne, Australia. Michael Chiavello, Jordan Ballerini, Scotty Brower. Scotty, once again, it is all for Kenny Niko to do in the 4th and final round.
Yeah, Niko's really got to try and pull it out in this round. His corner's got to tell him that he's well behind. He needs the knockout. He's a big boy. He's got the height and the size. He's just got to get the power.
Jordan, you've seen a lot of Kenny Niko. Does he have it in the tank to pull something out here?
Well, we look at his professional record. He hasn't got a win yet. So can he do it here tonight against Louis Marsters, the hometown boy from the southeast?
We're about to find out 4th and final round as Marsters emerges off his stool with a look of determination. And let's see if Marsters goes on the inside early, as he has done for the previous 3 rounds. Already goes in. Straight to the left hook. Body shots through a right hook. Marsters playing this lovely inside game. It has frustrated Niko, who wears another left hook, then a body shot. Marsters goes the hip, the uppercut, rocked the head back. Beautiful evasion from Louis Marsters.
Yeah, the work rate is coming from Louis Marsters in this 4th and final round as well. Beautiful right hand that caught Niko slightly, but Kenny Niko needs to let some shots go. Really needs some significant blows in this final round.
But Niko can't hit him clean. He can't hit him with a power salvo. And again, Marsters backing up the big man. Wanes in with the right hand. There's the left over the top from Louis Marsters. Niko's got no answers. Marsters has dominated him, continually coming forward like a juggernaut, absolutely unstoppable. Lifts that right hand again, eats the uppercut. Big right hand from Marsters, hooks off the right, there's one off the left. Niko unsteady for a moment.
He wants a big 2023 Louis Marsters, and he's starting it off like a house on fire in his first professional fight for the year.
Louis Marsters not taking time to even take a breath. He knows he's ahead on the scorecard, but he's not prepared to park the bus. He just keeps going, Louis Marsters. There's no stopping him. There's no end to the gas tank. Staying on the inside here of Niko. Yeah. And Niko just looking out of it here, Scotty Brower. He has been soundly beaten.
He has been, but he certainly hasn't stopped trying. He's putting his punches together. He looks very tired now, but he is.
That left eye is really closing up in a hurry. And the right eye has a massive mouse. It's a rat under the right eye of Kenny Niko. He has taken punishment. But he's been a human sponge. He's absorbed it all. He hasn't gone down. And still Marsters working on the inside. And still Niko frustrated. He can't find a shot to drop or to phase or to impact Louis Marsters.
Louis Masters' work rate has been unbelievable here tonight, trying to go for the overhand right. What a left hook that was, Michael.
Thumping left hook. Niko ties him up, glances to his corner. They're barking instructions at Kenny Niko. Overhand right, the headache maker, and again from Louis Marsters. Marsters wants a knockout. Niko has sustained enormous punishment. Final 10 seconds. It's going to be a Louis Marsters win of the highest order. Big left hook, almost took Niko off his feet. Wonderful, wonderful Louis Marsters.
They call him the Destroyer for a reason. Louis Marsters, in front of a big crowd here at the St Kilda Town Hall, has put up one hell of a fight, and I think he gets the decision victory.
I certainly gets the decision, and a very, very exciting 4 rounds from start to finish.
That's exactly what you want to see in the heavyweight division. Both fighters throwing leather at each other. Look at that right hand in the final round that caught the face of Niko.
Scotty Brower, how frustrating and how awkward and hard it must be to fight a guy like Louis Marsters doing that to you for 4 rounds solid.
Oh, extremely hard. And the thing is that you're looking for space, and he's just not giving it to you. And then when you start to throw punches, he's bobbing and weaving, so it's hard to hit flush. So that is very disheartening.
We know Louis Marsters has been in with the best, the likes of Austin Ayakusa, Ricky Silva, and also David Niika from New Zealand. So he's been in with the best, not only in Australia, but New Zealand. But tonight, it was a big win to start off 2023.
And you know, Jordan, I'm surprised that Niko had the guts and intestinal fortitude to stay vertical the entire contest, particularly that last round where the knees buckled momentarily.
A lot of respect for Kenny Niko to stay upright, and he didn't get stopped against a real heavy puncher with heavy artillery, Louis Marsters.
Good look at the damage under the eyes there of Kenny Niko. But you know what? He stood up to the best that Louis Marsters had tonight, and that was a whole hell of a lot. It's going to be a very comfortable victory here for Louis. In a few moments' time, it'll be all official.
Another great fight here at Kings of Combat. Let's have one more round of applause, please, in the audience. These two heavyweights giving us a fantastic performance. Boxers centering, please, for the official decision.
Okay, the referee gathering both of our competitors, and let's go now to Steve Payos to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just had some announcement from the promoter that Sean Buckley from Ultra Tune will be giving the winner respectively. The victory is a majority points decision victory. It goes in favour of the red corner, Louis the Destroyer Marsters.
Scotty, I'm a bit miffed there. I don't know how one judge gave that a